Are you living a lie? Did you know that 80% of people feel like they're living a life that doesn't truly belong to them? That's right. Most of us are walking around wearing masks, hiding our true selves, and chasing dreams that aren't even ours. But what if I told you there's a way to break free, to unleash the real you, and to finally live a life that sets your soul on fire? I'm about to share the secret to transforming your life. But there's one question you need to answer first. Are you ready to discover the real you, or will you keep living a lie? Keep reading, because the answer will change everything. Chapter 1. The Power Within, Discovering the Real You. You are a masterpiece, a one-of-a-kind creation with a fire inside you that's waiting to blaze brighter than ever before. But here's the truth. Most of us spend our lives hiding that fire, dimming our light to fit in, to be accepted, or to avoid judgment. We bury the real us under layers of societal expectations, fear, and past wounds, until we forget who we truly are. I've been there, and I'm here to tell you that it's time to stop hiding. It's time to unleash the power within you and rediscover the real, radiant you that's been waiting to shine all along. Think about it. How often have you said yes when you wanted to say no, just to keep the peace? How many times have you silenced your dreams because someone told you they were unrealistic? Or maybe you've held back your true thoughts, your quirks, your passions, because you were afraid of being judged, rejected, or misunderstood. Society has a way of handing us a script, telling us who we should be, how we should act, and what success should look like. And in trying to follow that script, we lose touch with the most powerful force we have, our authentic self. But here's the thing. Living a life that's not yours is exhausting. It's like trying to run a race in shoes that don't fit. You might keep going for a while, but eventually you'll stumble, you'll ache, and you'll wonder why you feel so unfulfilled. That's because you were never meant to live someone else's life. You were meant to live yours, boldly, unapologetically, and in full alignment with who you are at your core. The power to create a life you love doesn't come from fitting in. It comes from standing out as the real you. And that journey starts right here, right now. I know what it's like to feel disconnected from your true self because I lived that way for years. Growing up, I was a people pleaser, always trying to be the good girl who made everyone else happy. I chased the goals I thought I was supposed to want, a stable job, a picture-perfect life, while ignoring the quiet voice inside me that whispered, "This isn't you." I was so busy trying to fit into the mold society handed me that I didn't even realize I was losing myself in the process. The turning point came when I hit rock bottom after a particularly tough year. I was burned out, unfulfilled, and staring in the mirror at a stranger. That's when I decided I couldn't keep living a lie. I started asking myself the hard questions. Who am I, really? What do I want? What makes me feel alive? I began peeling back the layers of fear, shame, and expectations I'd built up over the years. It wasn't easy. There were tears, doubts, and moments when I wanted to give up. But with every layer I shed, I felt lighter, freer, and more like me. I rediscovered my love for creativity, my passion for helping others, and my unshakable belief that I was enough exactly as I am. That journey of self-discovery changed everything, and it's the same journey I'm inviting you to take now. Authenticity isn't just about being true to yourself. It's about unlocking the power to live a life that feels right for you. When you embrace who you are, you stop wasting energy on pretending and start channeling that energy into creating a life that lights you up. You become magnetic, drawing in the people, opportunities, and experiences that align with your true essence. You find the courage to say no to what doesn't serve you and yes to what sets your soul on fire. And most importantly, you give yourself permission to be imperfect, to be human, and to be you, because that's more than enough. But here's the catch. Rediscovering your true self takes courage. It means facing the fears that have kept you small, confronting the past traumas that have shaped you, and letting go of the need for approval. It means looking in the mirror and saying, I'm ready to show up as the real me, no matter what. Are you ready to take that step? Because I believe in you, and I know that the real you is more powerful, more incredible, and more worthy than you've ever dared to imagine. So, why do we hide our true selves in the first place? Let's break it down. First, there's societal pressure. From a young age, we're taught to conform, to follow the rules, to blend in, to chase the right path. We're told what success looks like, what beauty looks like, even what happiness looks like. And if we don't fit that mold, we feel like we're doing something wrong. But here's the truth. You were never meant to fit in. You were meant to stand out. Then there's fear of judgment. We worry about what others will think if we show our true colors. What if they don't like us? What if they reject us? But let me ask you this. Would you rather be loved for a version of you that's not real, or be celebrated for the person you truly are? The people who matter will love you for your authenticity, and the ones who don't, they're not your people. Finally, there's past trauma. Maybe you've been hurt, betrayed, or told you weren't enough. Those wounds can make us build walls around our true selves, thinking it's safer to hide. But those walls don't protect you. They trap you. It's time to break them down, to heal, and to let the real you step into the light. Rediscovering your true self starts with one simple act: listening. Listening to that quiet voice inside you that knows who you are, what you want, and what you're capable of. That voice has been there all along, waiting for you to pay attention. It's the voice that whispers your dreams in the middle of the night, the one that nudges you toward the things that make you feel alive, the one that reminds you of your worth, even when you doubt yourself. To help you reconnect with that voice, I've created a powerful exercise called the True Self Inventory. This is your chance to dig deep, to get curious, and to uncover the values, passions, and dreams that make you you. Grab a journal, find a quiet space, and let's do this together. Answer the following questions with complete honesty. No judgment, no overthinking, just you and your truth. Write down your answers and let them guide you back to your core essence. What makes me feel most alive? Think about the moments when you felt truly free, joyful, or in flow. Maybe it's painting, dancing, helping others, or exploring nature. What activities light you up? What are my core values? What principles guide your life? Is it love, freedom, creativity, integrity, adventure? List the values that resonate most with you. What dreams have I been afraid to chase? Write down the dreams you've buried because they felt too big, too risky, or too impractical. What would you do if fear wasn't holding you back? Who am I when no one's watching? Think about the version of you that shows up when you're alone, when you're not trying to impress anyone. What does that version of you love, laugh about, or long for? What do I want my life to stand for? At the end of your journey, what do you want to be remembered for? How do you want to impact the world? Take your time with these questions. Let your answers flow naturally, and don't worry about being perfect. This exercise isn't about getting it right. It's about getting real. Once you've finished, look over your answers. What patterns do you see? What truths about yourself are starting to emerge? These are the clues to your true self, the foundation of the incredible life you're about to build. The real you isn't something you have to create. It's something you have to uncover. It's been there all along, waiting for you to stop hiding, to stop doubting, and to start believing in your own magic. You have a power within you that's stronger than any fear, brighter than any doubt, and more beautiful than any expectation. That power is your authenticity, your truth, your unique light. And when you unleash it, there's nothing you can't do. This chapter is just the beginning of your journey. In the pages ahead, we'll dive deeper into breaking free from fear, rewriting your story, and building a life that reflects the real you. But for now, I want you to hold on to this truth. You are enough, exactly as you are. The world doesn't need another copy of someone else. It needs you. So let's get to work. Let's peel back the layers, and let's unleash the real you in all your glory. You've got this. I believe in you. Chapter 2. Rewriting your story. Letting go of limiting beliefs. You are the author of your life, the creator of your story, and right now, you hold the pen. But here's the question. Is the story you're telling yourself one of courage, possibility, and worthiness? Or is it one of doubt, fear, and limitation? Too many of us are living with invisible chains, limiting beliefs that whisper lies like, I'm not good enough, I don't deserve happiness, or I'll never succeed. These beliefs aren't truths. They're stories we've accepted as reality. But here's the good news. You have the power to rewrite your story, to break free from those chains, and to create a narrative that lifts you up and propels you toward the life you were always meant to live. Let's do this together. Let's rewrite your story and unleash the unstoppable you. Limiting beliefs are like heavy weights we carry on our shoulders, slowing us down and keeping us from reaching our full potential. They're the thoughts that creep in when we're about to take a leap. Thoughts like, I'm not smart enough to start that business. I'm too old to chase my dreams. Or, I don't deserve love because I'm not perfect. These beliefs often start in childhood, shaped by experiences, words from others, or moments of pain. Maybe a teacher told you weren't good at something, or a parent's expectations made you feel like you had to be someone you're not. Over time, these messages became part of your story, and you started believing them as if they were facts. But let me tell you something. Those beliefs are not facts. They're just stories you've been telling yourself for so long that they feel true. The truth is, you are enough, you are worthy, and you are capable of achieving anything you set your heart on. The only thing standing in your way is the story you've been clinging to. It's time to let go of the old narrative and write a new one. A story where you are the hero, where you rise above doubt, and where you step into your true potential with confidence and power. I know how heavy limiting beliefs can feel because I carried them for years. Growing up, I believed I wasn't smart enough to succeed. I struggled in school, and a harsh comment from a teacher stuck with me. You'll never amount to much if you can't get this right. Those words became a belief that followed me into adulthood. Every time I wanted to try something new, whether it was applying for a job, starting a project, or even speaking up at a meeting, that belief would whisper, you're not smart enough. You'll fail. It kept me small, stuck, and afraid to take risks. But one day, I decided I was done letting that story control my life. I started questioning it. Is this really true? Am I really not smart enough? Or have I just been telling myself that? I looked back at my life and realized I'd accomplished so much despite that belief. I taught myself new skills. I'd helped others. I'd grown in ways I never thought possible. That belief wasn't a fact. It was a lie I'd been carrying. So I decided to rewrite my story. I replaced, I'm not smart enough, with, I am capable of learning and growing every day. And let me tell you, that shift changed everything. I started taking risks, chasing my dreams, and believing in my own potential. If I can do it, so can you, because you are stronger than any limiting belief you've ever held. The first step to rewriting your story is to shine a light on the limiting beliefs that are holding you back. These beliefs often hide in the shadows, so we need to get curious and dig deep. Let's start with a simple journaling exercise to uncover them. Grab your journal, find a quiet space, and answer these questions with complete honesty. What negative thoughts do I often have about myself? I'm not good enough. I always fail. I don't deserve success. When do these thoughts show up? Think about moments when you feel stuck, scared, or unworthy. What situations trigger these beliefs? Where did these beliefs come from? Reflect on your past. Did someone say something that stuck with you? Did a specific experience make you feel less than? How have these beliefs held me back? Write down the ways these thoughts have stopped you from taking action, chasing your dreams, or living fully. As you write, don't judge yourself, just observe. These beliefs don't define you. They're just old stories that you're ready to let go of. Once you've identified your limiting beliefs, you're already halfway to breaking free. You've brought them into the light, and now we can start to challenge them. Now that you've identified your limiting beliefs, it's time to put them on trial. Are they really true? Or are they just stories you've been telling yourself? Let's challenge them with these questions. Is this belief 100% true? Look for evidence that contradicts it. For example, if you believe, "I always fail," think of times when you've succeeded, big or small. What would my life look like without this belief? Imagine how you'd feel, act, and live if this belief didn't exist. Would you take more risks? Would you feel freer? What would I tell a loved one if they had this belief? If your best friend or child believed this about themselves, what would you say to lift them up? Say that to yourself. When I challenged my belief of, "I'm not smart enough," I realized it wasn't true. I taught myself how to write, how to connect with others, how to solve problems. I was smart, just in my own unique way. Challenging that belief opened my eyes to my own strength, and I know it will do the same for you. You're not the story you've been telling yourself. You're so much more. Now comes the fun part. Rewriting your story with beliefs that lift you up instead of holding you back. For every limiting belief you identified, create a new, empowering belief to replace it. Here are some examples. "I'm not good enough" becomes, "I am enough exactly as I am." "I don't deserve happiness" becomes, "I deserve to live a life full of joy and love." "I'll never succeed" becomes, "I am capable of achieving my dreams with every step I take." To help you anchor these new beliefs, let's do a guided meditation for rewriting your story. Find a quiet space, close your eyes, and take a few deep breaths. Picture yourself standing in front of a blank canvas, holding a paintbrush. This canvas represents your life, and you get to paint the story you want to live. As you breathe in, imagine letting go of your old limiting beliefs. They're fading away like old paint peeling off. As you breathe out, picture yourself painting your new story with vibrant colors. See yourself living your new beliefs, feeling confident, worthy, and unstoppable. Say your new beliefs out loud. "I am enough. I am capable. I am worthy." Feel the truth of these words fill your heart. Sit with this vision for a few minutes, then open your eyes and write down how you feel. To make your new beliefs stick, we need to reinforce them every day. That's where the Belief Transformation Worksheet comes in. This simple tool will help you turn your empowering beliefs into a daily practice. Here's how to use it. List your old beliefs and new beliefs. Write down each limiting belief and the empowering belief you've created to replace it. Oh, example, old belief, "I'm not good enough." New belief, "I am enough exactly as I am." Find evidence to support your new belief. Write down 3 pieces of evidence that prove your new belief is true. For example, "I am enough because I've overcome challenges. I've made a difference in someone's life, and I show up for myself every day." Create a daily affirmation. Turn your new belief into an affirmation you can say every morning. For example, "I am enough, and I embrace my worth with confidence." Take one action to live your new belief. What's one small step you can take today to embody your new belief? For example, if your new belief is, "I am capable," take on a task you've been avoiding and prove to yourself that you can do it. Repeat this worksheet for each limiting belief you identified. Over time, your new beliefs will become second nature, and your story will transform into one of power, possibility, and self-love. You've just taken a massive step toward unleashing your true self. By letting go of limiting beliefs and rewriting your story, you're creating space for the real you to shine. You're no longer a prisoner of the old narratives that held you back. You're the author of a new story, one where you're the hero, the dreamer, the doer. You are capable of anything, and this is just the beginning. As we move forward in this journey, we'll build on this foundation, learning how to love ourselves unconditionally, align with our purpose, and live a life that feels as amazing as you are. But for now, celebrate this moment. You've faced your limiting beliefs head on, and you've chosen to rise above them. That takes courage, and I'm so proud of you. Keep rewriting your story, keep believing in your power, and keep stepping into the incredible life that's waiting for you. You got this. Chapter 3. Building a life of joy. Habits for lasting happiness. You were born to live a life that sparkles with joy, a life that makes your heart sing every single day. But here's the secret that so many of us miss. Happiness isn't something you chase. It's something you create. It's not a far-off destination you'll reach someday, when everything is perfect. Happiness is a daily practice, a choice you make to fill your life with light, even on the toughest days. In this chapter, you're going to discover how to build habits that flood your life with joy, how to design a morning routine that sets your day on fire, and how to create joy anchors that keep you grounded in happiness no matter what life throws at you. Get ready to transform your days, because a life of lasting happiness is waiting for you. And it starts right now. For so long, I thought happiness was something I'd find once I had the perfect life, once I had the dream job, the ideal relationship, or the flawless routine. But the harder I chased that idea, the more it slipped through my fingers. I'd feel happy for a moment, but then stress, doubt, or a bad day would pull me right back down. That's when I realized happiness isn't a destination, it's a way of living. It's about the small, intentional choices we make every day to nurture our hearts, lift our spirits, and connect with what truly matters. You don't need to wait for the stars to align to feel joy. You can create it right now, in this very moment, by building habits that fill your life with light. In this chapter, we're going to focus on 3 powerful habits: gratitude journaling, mindful movement, and nurturing relationships that will transform the way you experience happiness. We'll also design a morning routine to kickstart your day with positivity and create joy anchors to keep you grounded in happiness, even when life gets tough. You're about to discover that joy isn't something you find, it's something you build, and you have the power to build it every single day. Gratitude is like a magic wand for your happiness. It shifts your focus from what's missing to what's already beautiful in your life. When you practice gratitude, you train your mind to see the good, even in the smallest moments. I started gratitude journaling during a particularly challenging time in my life, and it was a game changer. Every night, I'd write down 3 things I was grateful for that day. Simple things like a warm cup of coffee, a kind word from a friend, or the way the sun fell on my skin. At first, it felt forced, but over time, I noticed a shift. I started looking for the good in every day, and my heart felt lighter, fuller, and more alive. Let's get you started with gratitude journaling. Grab a notebook or a piece of paper, and every evening, write down 3 things you're grateful for from your day. They don't have to be big. Sometimes the smallest moments hold the most magic. Maybe it's the laughter of a loved one, the smell of fresh rain, or the fact that you made it through a tough day. As you write, really feel the gratitude in your heart. Let it sink in. Over time, this simple habit will rewire your mind to seek out joy, and you'll start to see beauty everywhere you look. Your body was made to move, and movement is one of the fastest ways to spark joy. I'm not talking about grueling workouts or forcing yourself to do something you hate. I'm talking about mindful movement, the kind that makes you feel alive and connected to your body. For me, that's a morning walk in nature. There's something about feeling the breeze on my face, hearing the birds sing, and moving my body that instantly lifts my spirits. For you, it might be dancing to your favorite song, stretching with deep breaths, or doing a gentle yoga flow. The key is to choose movement that feels good for you. Start by setting aside 10 to 15 minutes each day to move your body in a way that brings you joy. Put on some music, step outside, or roll out a yoga mat, whatever feels right. As you move, focus on how your body feels. Notice the rhythm of your breath, the strength in your muscles, the energy flowing through you. This isn't about burning calories or looking a certain way. It's about celebrating your body and letting movement fill you with happiness. You'll be amazed at how this simple habit can transform your mood and set a positive tone for your day. Joy multiplies when you share it with others. The relationships in your life, your family, friends, or even a kind stranger, have the power to lift you up and remind you that you're never alone. But here's the thing. Nurturing relationships takes intention. It's about showing up fully, listening deeply, and creating moments of connection that fill your heart. I used to take my relationships for granted, but when I started prioritizing them, my life became so much richer. A simple phone call to a friend, a heartfelt conversation with my partner, or a shared laugh with my family became some of my happiest moments. Take a moment to think about the people who bring joy into your life. How can you nurture those relationships today? Maybe it's sending a thoughtful text, planning a coffee date, or simply telling someone you love them. Make it a habit to connect with at least one person each day in a meaningful way. Ask them how they're doing, share a kind word, or create a memory together. These small acts of love will deepen your relationships and fill your life with the kind of joy that only comes from connection. How you start your day sets the tone for everything that follows. A rushed, chaotic morning can leave you feeling stressed and off balance, but an intentional, joy-filled morning can set you up to conquer the day with a smile. Let's design a morning routine that sparks happiness and aligns with your true self. Here's a simple framework to get you started. Wake up with intention. 5 minutes as soon as you wake up, take a few deep breaths and set an intention for the day. It could be something like, today I choose joy, or today I'll show up as my best self. Speak it out loud and let it guide your day. Move your body. 10 minutes, do some mindful movement to energize your body. Stretch, dance, or take a quick walk, whatever feels good. Practice gratitude. 5 minutes, write down 3 things you're grateful for, or simply reflect on them in your mind. Let the feeling of gratitude fill your heart. Nourish your soul. 5 minutes, do something that brings you joy. Maybe it's sipping your coffee slowly, listening to an uplifting song, or reading a few pages of an inspiring book. This routine doesn't have to take long. Just 25 minutes can transform your morning and your entire day. Customize it to fit your life and make it a non-negotiable part of your routine. You deserve to start your day with joy, and this is your chance to make it happen. Some days, joy comes easily, but other days, life throws challenges that make happiness feel out of reach. That's where joy anchors come in. Joy anchors are small, intentional rituals that ground you in happiness, even when things get tough. They're like little lifelines you can turn to at any moment to lift your spirits. For me, a joy anchor is listening to my favorite song and dancing around my living room. It never fails to make me smile, no matter how hard the day has been. Let's create your own joy anchors. Think about the things that bring you instant happiness, no matter the circumstances. Here are a few ideas to get you started. A feel-good playlist. Create a playlist of songs that make you want to dance or sing at the top of your lungs. A cozy ritual. Wrap yourself in a soft blanket, light a candle, and sip a warm drink. A nature reset. Step outside, feel the sun on your face, and take a few deep breaths. A memory boost. Look at a photo of a happy moment, a vacation, a celebration, or a loved one, and let the memory fill you with joy. Choose 2 to 3 joy anchors that resonate with you and write them down. Keep them handy so you can turn to them whenever you need a quick dose of happiness. These small rituals will remind you that joy is always within reach, even on the hardest days. Now that you've got the tools, let's put them into action with the 7-Day Joy Challenge. This challenge is designed to help you build your happiness habits and create a life that overflows with joy. Each day, you'll focus on one small action to spark happiness. By the end of the week, you'll have a solid foundation for lasting joy. Here's the plan. Day 1. Start your gratitude journal. Write down 3 things you're grateful for today. Feel the gratitude in your heart as you write. Day 2. Move with joy. Spend 10 minutes doing mindful movement that makes you happy. Dance, stretch, or walk, whatever feels good. Day 3. Nurture a relationship. Reach out to someone you love. Send a kind message. Make a call. Or plan a moment of connection. Day 4. Create your morning routine. Try the morning routine we designed, or your own version, and notice how it sets the tone for your day. Day 5. Use a joy anchor. Pick one of your joy anchors and use it today, especially if you're feeling stressed or down. Day 6. Reflect on your joy. Write down 3 moments of joy you've experienced this week. How do they make you feel? What sparked them? Day 7. Celebrate your progress. Treat yourself to something special, a favorite treat, a relaxing evening, or a fun activity. Celebrate how far you've come. As you go through this challenge, pay attention to how you feel. Notice the little shifts in your mood, your energy, your outlook. You're building a life of joy, one day at a time, and that's something to be proud of. You've just taken a huge step toward living your best life. A life that's overflowing with happiness, connection, and meaning. By building these habits, you're not just chasing joy, you're creating it day after day, moment after moment. You're proving to yourself that happiness isn't something you have to wait for. It's something you can cultivate right now with every choice you make. As we move forward in this journey, we'll keep building on this foundation, learning how to master your mindset and live authentically as the real you. But for now, I want you to soak in this moment. You're designing a life that lights you up, and that's a beautiful thing. Keep practicing these habits, keep turning to your joy anchors, and keep choosing happiness every single day. You got the power to create a life that feels as amazing as you are. Let's keep going together. Chapter 4. Mastering your mindset. The key to resilience and growth. Your mind is your greatest superpower. It has the power to lift you up, push you forward, and help you soar to heights you never thought possible, but can also hold you back, whispering doubts and fears that keep you stuck. The difference between a life of struggle and a life of triumph lies in one thing: your mindset. A strong, positive mindset is the key to resilience, growth, and living your best life. And in this chapter, you're going to learn how to master it. You're about to discover how to cultivate a growth mindset, silence negative thoughts, and bounce back from any challenge with unshakable strength. Get ready to transform your mind, because when you master your mindset, there's nothing you can't achieve. Let's dive in and unleash the power of your thoughts to create the life you were born to live. Your mindset is the lens through which you see the world. It shapes how you think, how you feel, and how you act. A fixed mindset tells you that you're stuck, that your abilities are set in stone, and that challenges are proof of your limitations. But a growth mindset, it tells you that you're a work in progress, that you can learn, grow, and overcome anything with effort and perseverance. It turns challenges into opportunities, failures into lessons, and dreams into realities. I used to live with a fixed mindset, believing that I wasn't good enough to achieve my goals. When I faced setbacks, like a failed project or a rejection, I take it as proof that I wasn't cut out for success. But then I discovered the power of a growth mindset, and it changed everything. I started seeing setbacks as stepping stones, not stop signs. I began to believe that I could grow, learn, and improve, no matter the obstacle. That shift in my mindset gave me the resilience to keep going, the courage to take risks, and the confidence to chase my dreams. And I know it can do the same for you. You have the power to master your mindset. And when you do, you'll unlock a life of endless possibility. The foundation of a strong mindset is believing in your ability to grow. A growth mindset isn't about being perfect. It's about embracing the journey of becoming your best self. One of the simplest ways to cultivate a growth mindset is to add the word "yet" to your vocabulary. Instead of saying, "I can't do this," say, "I can't do this yet." Instead of "I'm not good at this," say, "I'm not good at this yet." That tiny word shifts your perspective from limitation to possibility, reminding you that you're always capable of learning and improving. Start by identifying an area of your life where you feel stuck. Maybe you've been telling yourself, "I'm not good at public speaking," or "I'll never be organized." Now, add "yet" to that statement. "I'm not good at public speaking yet." Then, take one small step to grow in that area. For example, if you want to improve your public speaking, practice by recording yourself giving a short speech, or join a group where you can speak in a safe space. Celebrate every step forward, no matter how small, because each one is proof that you're growing. And that's what a growth mindset is all about. You're not stuck, you're not limited. You're a masterpiece in the making, and every challenge is a chance to become even more incredible. Negative thoughts are like weeds in the garden of your mind. If you let them grow, they'll take over. But you have the power to pull those weeds and plant seeds of positivity instead. One of the most effective ways to manage negative thoughts is through cognitive reframing, a technique that helps you shift your perspective and see things in a more empowering light. Let's say you make a mistake at work, and your mind immediately says, "I'm such a failure. I always mess things up." That thought is a weed, and it's not serving you. To reframe it, follow these steps. Identify the negative thought. Write down the thought exactly as it comes to you. In this case, "I'm such a failure. I always mess things up." Challenge it. Ask yourself, is this thought true? Is it helpful? Look for evidence to the contrary. Have you succeeded at work before? Did you learn something from this mistake? Reframe it. Replace the negative thought with a more balanced, empowering one. For example, "I made a mistake, but that doesn't make me a failure. I'm learning, and I'll do better next time." I used cognitive reframing when I started writing this book. At first, I catch myself thinking, "I'm not a good enough writer. No one will read this." But I challenged that thought. I've written things before that people have loved, and I'm passionate about helping others. That's enough. I reframed it to, "I'm growing as a writer, and my words have the power to inspire." That shift gave me the confidence to keep going. And now here we are, with you reading these words. You can do this too. Your thoughts don't control you. You control them. Take back your power and reframe your mind for growth. Resilience is your ability to bounce back from challenges, and it's a muscle you can strengthen with the right tools. Two of my favorite tools for building resilience are meditation and visualization, because they help you find calm in the storm and remind you of your inner strength. Let's start with a simple resilience meditation. Find a quiet space, sit comfortably, and close your eyes. Take a few deep breaths, inhaling for a count of 4, holding for 4, and exhaling for 4. As you breathe, imagine a warm, golden light filling your body, starting at your toes and moving up to the top of your head. This light represents your resilience, your strength, your ability to rise above any challenge. Now, picture a recent challenge you faced. See yourself handling it with calm, confidence, and grace. Tell yourself, "I am strong. I am resilient. I can handle anything." Sit with this feeling for a few minutes, then open your eyes and notice how you feel. This meditation will help you tap into your inner resilience whenever you need it. Next, let's try visualization to reinforce your growth mindset. Close your eyes again and picture yourself a year from now, living your best life. What do you see? Maybe you're confidently speaking in front of a crowd, running a successful business, or simply radiating joy and peace. See yourself in vivid detail, how you're standing, what you're wearing, how you feel. Now, imagine the challenges you face to get there, and see yourself overcoming them with strength and determination. Tell yourself, I am growing every day, and I'm becoming the best version of me. Visualization helps you create a mental blueprint of your success, making it easier to believe in your ability to grow and thrive. To make your new mindset stick, you need to practice it every day. That's where the Mindset Makeover Plan comes in. A simple, powerful plan to reinforce your growth mindset, manage negative thoughts, and build resilience. This plan includes daily affirmations and reflection prompts to keep you on track. Here's how it works. Morning affirmations. 5 minutes start your day by speaking these affirmations out loud to set a positive tone. Oh, I have a growth mindset, and I can learn from every experience. Oh, I choose thoughts that empower me and lift me up. Oh, I am resilient, and I can handle any challenge with strength. Feel the truth of these words as you say them, and let them guide your day. Daily reflection prompts. 5 minutes at the end of each day, grab your journal and answer these questions to reinforce your mindset. Oh, what's one challenge I faced today, and how did I grow from it? This helps you see challenges as opportunities for growth. Oh, what's one negative thought I had, and how can I reframe it? This keeps you practicing cognitive reframing. Oh, what's one thing I'm proud of myself for today? This builds your confidence and reminds you of your strength. Weekly resilience boost. 10 minutes once a week. Do the resilience meditation and visualization exercises to strengthen your mental clarity and emotional resilience. Commit to this mindset makeover plan for at least 21 days and watch how your mindset transforms. You'll start to see challenges as opportunities, negative thoughts as chances to reframe, and yourself as the powerful, resilient person you were always meant to be. Your mind is your greatest ally. Let's make it a force for growth and joy. You've just taken a massive step toward living your best life by mastering your mindset. You've learned how to cultivate a growth mindset, manage negative thoughts, and build resilience. And you've got a plan to keep that momentum going. You're not just surviving challenges, you're thriving through them, growing stronger and more confident with every step. As we move forward in this journey, we'll bring it all together, helping you live authentically as the real you and step fully into your best life. But for now, I want you to celebrate this moment. You're mastering your mindset, and that's a game changer. Keep practicing these techniques, keep believing in your ability to grow, and keep showing up as the unstoppable force you are. The life you've always dreamed of is within your reach. Let's keep going, together. Chapter 5. Living Authentically. Stepping into your best life. You've come so far, and now it's time for the most exciting part of your journey. Stepping fully into your best life as the real, radiant, unstoppable you. This is the moment where everything you've learned, discovering your true self, breaking free from fear, rewriting your story, loving yourself, aligning with your purpose, building joy, and mastering your mindset, comes together to create a life that feels as incredible as you are. Living authentically isn't just about being true to yourself. It's about building a life that's aligned with your values, your purpose, and your deepest desires. In this final chapter, you're going to learn how to maintain this transformation for the long haul, how to surround yourself with the right people, and how to keep growing into the best version of you. You're ready to live your best life with confidence, joy, and unshakable authenticity. Let's make it happen. Living authentically means showing up as the real you, every single day, without apology or fear. It's about honoring your values, chasing your dreams, and letting your unique light shine brightly for the world to see. When you live authentically, you stop trying to fit into someone else's mold and start creating a life that feels right for you. You say yes to what lights you up and no to what dims your spirit. You surround yourself with people who celebrate your true self, and you pursue a purpose that makes your heart sing. I used to think that living authentically was a luxury, something I'd do someday when I had more time, more confidence, or more permission. But the truth is, living authentically is a necessity. It's the key to a life of fulfillment, joy, and freedom. When I finally started showing up as my true self, embracing my quirks, speaking my truth, and chasing my passions, I felt a weight lift off my shoulders. I was no longer pretending, no longer hiding. I was me, and that was more than enough. That's the life I want for you. A life where you wake up every day feeling free, aligned, and alive. You've already taken the first steps on this journey, and now it's time to make this transformation last a lifetime. One of the most powerful ways to live authentically is to set boundaries that honor your true self. Boundaries aren't about keeping people out. They're about protecting your energy, your values, and your joy. They're about saying, "This is who I am, and this is what I need to thrive." Without boundaries, it's easy to slip back into old patterns of people-pleasing, overcommitting, or dimming your light to make others comfortable. Start by identifying areas of your life where you feel drained or inauthentic. Maybe you're saying yes to things that don't align with your values, or maybe you're spending time with people who make you feel small. Now, set a boundary to protect your authenticity. For example, if you're constantly overworked because you can't say no, practice saying, "I'd love to help, but I need to prioritize my own well-being right now." If someone in your life is critical of your dreams, set a boundary by limiting how much you share with them, or by gently saying, "I appreciate your perspective, but I'm choosing to follow my own path." Setting boundaries takes practice, and it might feel uncomfortable at first. But every time you honor your needs, you're telling yourself and the world that your authenticity matters. You're creating space for the real you to thrive, and that's a beautiful thing. You deserve to live a life that feels good for you, and boundaries are the key to making that happen. The people you surround yourself with have a huge impact on your ability to live authentically. When you're around people who celebrate your true self, who cheer you on, and who inspire you to grow, it's so much easier to stay aligned with your values and purpose. But when you're surrounded by people who judge you, drain you, or try to change you, it's hard to keep showing up as the real you. Take a moment to think about the people in your life. Who lifts you up? Who makes you feel seen, heard, and loved for exactly who you are? Those are your people, your cheerleaders, your support system, your tribe. Make it a priority to spend more time with them. Plan a coffee date, call them just to chat, or share your dreams with them. Let their love and encouragement remind you that you're enough, exactly as you are. Now, think about the people who bring you down. Maybe there's someone who constantly criticizes you, or someone who makes you feel like you have to hide parts of yourself to be accepted. You don't have to cut them out of your life completely, unless you want to, but you can set boundaries to limit their impact. Spend less time with them, and focus on building relationships with people who support your authentic self. You deserve a circle that celebrates your light, not one that dims it. Surround yourself with love, and watch how much easier it becomes to live as the real you. Living authentically is an ongoing journey, and it requires regular check-ins to make sure you're staying aligned with your true self. Life has a way of pulling us in different directions. New responsibilities, unexpected challenges, or old habits can creep in and throw us off course. That's why it's so important to pause, reflect, and realign with your values, purpose, and goals. Set aside time once a month to check in with yourself. Grab your journal and ask these questions. Am I living in alignment with my values? Think about your core values. Things like love, freedom, creativity, or growth. Are your actions reflecting those values? Am I making progress toward my goals? Look at the dreams you've set for yourself. Are you taking steps toward them, even small ones? What's working and what needs to change? Celebrate the ways you're living authentically and identify any areas where you're feeling out of alignment. What can you do to get back on track? For me, these monthly check-ins are a game changer. They help me stay focused on what matters most, and they remind me to keep showing up as my true self, even when life gets busy. You've worked so hard to unleash your true self. Don't let the noise of the world pull you away from that. Keep checking in, keep realigning, and keep moving toward the life you're meant to live. You've come so far on this journey, and I want you to take a moment to celebrate how much you've grown. One of the most powerful ways to do that is by writing a letter to your future self. This exercise will help you reflect on your transformation, set intentions for the future, and remind yourself of the incredible person you're becoming. Find a quiet space, grab a pen and paper, or type if you prefer, and write a letter to yourself 1 year from now. Here's a guide to get you started. Start with gratitude. Thank your current self for the courage, growth, and love you've shown on this journey. For example, dear future me, I'm so grateful for the steps I've taken to unleash my true self. I'm proud of how I've faced my fears and embraced my authenticity. Reflect on your growth. Write about the changes you've made while reading this book. What limiting beliefs have you let go of? How have you started living more authentically? What moments of joy have you created? Set intentions for the future. Share your hopes and dreams for the year ahead. How do you want to keep growing? What does your best life look like? For example, I hope you're continuing to live authentically, chasing your dreams with confidence, and filling your days with joy. End with encouragement. Give your future self a pep talk. Remind yourself that you're capable, worthy, and unstoppable. For example, no matter what challenges come your way, I know you'll face them with strength and grace. Keep shining, because you're amazing. Once you've finished, seal your letter in an envelope or save it on your computer, and set a reminder to open it 1 year from today. When you read it, you'll be amazed at how far you've come, and you'll be reminded of the incredible journey you're on. You're writing the story of your best life, and this letter is a beautiful chapter in that story. As we come to the end of this book, I want to take a moment to speak directly to you, from my heart to yours. You are a force of nature, a light in this world, a soul so beautiful and powerful that it takes my breath away. I've watched you grow through these pages, facing your fears, rewriting your story, building joy, mastering your mindset, and stepping into your true self with courage and grace. I am so proud of you, and I'm so honored to have been part of your journey. But this isn't the end, it's just the beginning. The life you've always dreamed of is yours to create, and you have everything you need to make it happen. Keep showing up as the real you, keep honoring your values, and keep chasing your purpose with all the passion in your heart. There will be challenges, but you are stronger than any obstacle, braver than any fear, and more capable than you'll ever know. You've unleashed your true self, and now the world gets to see your light in all its glory. So go out there and live your best life with confidence, joy, and unshakable authenticity. Shine brightly, love fiercely, and never stop growing into the incredible person you were always meant to be. I believe in you, and I can't wait to see all the amazing things you'll do. You've got this. Now go live the life you were born to live. Conclusion: don't miss out. Your best life is waiting. You're standing at the edge of something extraordinary, a life where you wake up every day as the real, radiant, unstoppable you, living with purpose, joy, and unshakable authenticity. You've discovered the tools, the habits, and the mindset to unleash your true self. And now the choice is yours. Will you take the leap, or will you let this moment slip away? I know you feel the pull, the whisper of your dreams calling you forward. But here's the truth. If you don't act now, you risk missing out on the life you were always meant to live. Don't let FOMO hold you back, because the fear of missing out on your best life is real. Imagine looking back a year from now, realizing you could have been living your dream life, chasing your passions, surrounded by people who lift you up, feeling free and aligned with your true self, but you didn't take the chance. That's the sting of loss aversion, the pain of knowing you let this opportunity pass you by. You've already taken the first steps on this journey, and you've seen how powerful this transformation can be. Don't stop now. Don't let fear, doubt, or hesitation rob you of the incredible life that's waiting for you. The time to act is now, because every moment you wait is a moment you're not living as the real you. And here's something to give you even more confidence. The strategies in this book aren't just theories. They're proven secrets that the world's most successful people swear by. This is the same approach that visionaries like Elon Musk and Bill Gates use to stay aligned with their purpose, overcome challenges, and live life on their own terms. If it works for them, it can work for you too. Thousands of others just like you have used these tools to unleash their true selves, and they're now living lives filled with joy, purpose, and authenticity. You've seen the social proof. Now it's your turn to join them. You've got everything you need to create a life that lights you up. The tools are in your hands. The power is in your heart. And the time is right now. Don't let this moment slip away. Don't miss out on the chance to live your best life. You deserve to shine, to thrive, to be the real you in all your glory. So take a deep breath, feel the fire in your soul, and commit to this journey with every ounce of your being. Your best life isn't just a dream. It's a reality waiting for you to claim it. Go out there, unleash your true self, and live the life you were born to live. I'm rooting for you, and I know you're going to make it happen. Let's do this together.